What if I could show you a product that provides credit for your business, spend management, expense management, AP automation, virtual credit cards, employee expense reimbursements, rewards, reporting, integration with accounting systems, a mobile app, and payment services? It's called Divvy from Bill.com, and it is free. Highly recommend it. We use it ourselves, and you'll be able to figure out ways to integrate it into your day-to-day, no matter how big or small your team is. And you will gain the ability to have a better view into your spending and control over being able to cancel or stop credit cards that you do not want to any longer be charged if they're used for recurring services, which is a very powerful thing. The way they make money is that when the credit card gets charged, they get a cut of the credit card fee that the processor charges to the merchant. So it's a win-win for everybody involved. And here's a little bit of more information. I can show you here that you'll get credit when you sign up with them. You can control your expenses and your spending. You can also manage a lot of the account on your cell phone, which is great. And when you provide a credit card to your team members, when they get it, they register it, they can check all their expenses in their app as well. And on top of that, they'll be able to use the card in locations where they have to physically swipe, let's say parking, reimbursement, or other business expenses, and they'll pop right up. They can categorize the expense, add it to a certain budget that you limit, and you can decide this employee gets this certain amount of this budget versus another employee gets a different amount, or one employee just doesn't have any access to that budget. Very controllable and modifiable. And additionally, you see this huge list of things that you gain by utilizing this. So we're going to go ahead and show you the solution here. We're going to take you into a live portal. If you notice here, we'll have to blur a lot of this, but this is just a quick view of the cards that you're using. You can create virtual cards. If you notice here on the right, you can also attach cards to certain users or to certain vendors, which is just awesome. We'll go here just to show you the main dashboard. You'll notice that you'll see how much credit they're providing to you, as well as when your next payment's going to be. You'll be able to take a look at all your statements in here and your payments, as well as rewards. Like I mentioned earlier, once you set up those cards, you'll see them here in the transaction location. Great spot. You can actually categorize them. You notice here it says complete or incomplete. That means that the employee still has to go in and actually click, is this for parking? Is this for meals? Is this for some other expense? And once they categorize it, then they'll show up as complete. One of the beautiful things that we didn't know about when we first started using it is that reimbursements is a feature now. So the employees can actually go in, put in their own bank account information, and submit reimbursements, let's say for things like mileage, for things that they can't use a credit card for. They'll submit the mileage in here. It comes to a manager or supervisor, and the manager or supervisor can approve it, which is just awesome. And then furthermore, as we set up budgets, you can have budgets for cost of goods sold, for example, parking, mileage, meals, you name it, whatever you'd like to do. And then you can limit them and then add different employees to them. And on the left side here, if we go over to cards, you'll notice that we can actually, like I mentioned earlier, create a card per vendor. And let's say this vendor charges you monthly and you don't know if you're going to keep them, or they're notorious for continually billing you even after you cancel. You can just go in here and cancel. The card will no longer work. So this is one of the best features in this solution. On top of that, when you set up a new employee, a card is sent to the business or to their home address. They can then activate the card in the app, create an account online, and then they're ready to use it and can swipe or tap the card at any merchant that they utilize for work. Lastly, one of the great things you can do is with integrations, you can integrate this with QuickBooks Desktop, QuickBooks Online, a bunch of other different accounting solutions, which is just awesome. We are not being paid for this, but we do have a promotional link in the description where if you click it, you should be able to get a $100 gift card, and we will as well if you go ahead and decide to use it. But again, we recommend this solution. We've been using it for over a year, and this is just part of a fintech series that we have. We will be explaining about more solutions, including other tools that are highly integrated with Divvy. Watch out for those, and please don't forget to subscribe and like the video and share this with your colleagues. Thanks.